All right, recently I learnt The Kill from 30 Seconds to Mars, probably my favourite song of theirs. I love that song. And I don't reckon I would have been able to learn it properly if it wasn't for an isolated guitar track that somebody put on YouTube. So whoever did that, thank you. That was it was awesome to use. So we're going to break down most of the rhythm guitar parts. If I can remember them. I didn't write it down, so if I can remember them, I'm gonna go through them today. We're standard tuning, key of C. Let's talk about some guitar tones, and then we'll get into the parts. Well, I think there was 3 main guitar tones that I used. The first one, I did a Voxy type of profile, a little bit of distortion on it, just a little bit, but I used a bridge pickup, some reverb, and delay. So I want to get this sort of sound. Okay, so that sort of thing. All right, so we're playing in terms of fretted notes. You're just playing the A and D strings, and it's a C power chord. It's a power chord. So, but you got to arch your fingers up because you're going to have the open G string and the open B string throughout it. I use my pinky on my right hand just to always mute that high E, so then I'm sort of less worried about accidentally hitting it because that doesn't ring out at all. So the first part, you sort of hit the first 2 notes of the power chord and then the G and B. And then come back down. So hit the 2 fretted notes and then open G, open B, back to open G and repeat. Same thing up at D. Same thing up at E. Same thing down at B. Okay, put it all together and you get something like... etc. That's the first part. Going in when the guitar kicks in, I switch to a Bogner profile. Stayed on the bridge, stayed on this guitar the whole way. Use the bridge pickup again. So I'm going to show you that sound in a sec. Okay, so that sound is... Now I added a little bit of reverb on mine just because I sort of love reverb as I'm playing, alone. But usually recording, you're probably going to do a dry for this sort of tone. But anything sort of heavily distorted, it's layered. I did 2, actually. I did two guitars. I have hard pan left, hard pan right, because there are obviously 2 different guitar tracks in terms of the different parts they're playing. But this first one, you're broadly doing the same chords, just in terms of fretted notes. It's a 2-finger power chord, not a 3 with the octave there, just a 2. Okay, the rhythm though is what you're gonna, it's sort of interesting on this one. It's a 3 sort of feel. Okay, you're going up C power chord, D power chord, and then you're gonna bring an octave up on the F sharp, E power chord down to B. So it's broadly the same chords, as I said, that are in the intro, but the rhythm. Okay, so. Okay, if you know your hand is really always going, it never sort of stops. That's your metronome, that sort of keeps your time going, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna skip. You're gonna go down, up, 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 down, up, all right? And then the last time, down, up, down, up, down, up, okay? Okay, now on that one, the left hand doesn't do anything different. It just stays there. So that rhythm is all with your right hand there. The thing that I just played wrong was on the D, you move up to an octave F sharp. So you're 9 and 11 on the A and G strings there. Okay, so let me play that C up to D with the octave. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, same rhythm on the E. And then the B again, this is first time round. Okay, so it's that's kind of tricky, that one, because of you can do it that way. So you do a down up and then mute down up mute down up. Okay, that bit's not so hard, but then you're sliding into the octave. So I think he's coming up here. You're already on the B here, and you're sliding up to a B. But you can't really slide from down here, so that's why I think he moves up to do it. Anyway, that's that part. All right, now we're into the second verse. We've got that beautiful sort of cleaner guitar feel. Let's look at that. Okay, this one I use the same profile on the Kemper, the Matchless, as I used in the beginning. I just changed the delay a little bit, and I'm using the neck pickup. Okay, so this is how that bit goes. Okay, so we're up on the sort of the 9th fret area, and we're going down C major scale. Okay, what does that mean? Well, we're going to be using 4th finger pulling off on the 12th fret G string to the 9th fret. Then we're going to pull off 10 to 9 on the D string. Then we're going to hit 10 on the A string and come back to the 9. That's probably the tricky part, because you're going from the G to B straight back up to the G there. So you're going down 3 strings. So watch my right hand there. You can pick an upstroke on the G or a downstroke coming back. Okay, second time. Hammer on pull off 9 to 10 on the D string, and then you're hitting the 12 on the G. Cutting it short. Repeat. Second time. You do the same thing twice, and then you hit an A and a B, 10th, 12th fret on the B string instead of the G. Okay, and then we're into the second chorus. All right, second chorus. It's a different feel. Same chords, but a different feel, different rhythm. It's kind of down, down, up, down, up, down, but always leave your right hand going. That's the secret. If you stop your right hand, you're going to get in a mess. Just keep your right hand going. That keeps you in time, keeps you in the groove, and it's a feel thing. So we're playing C power chord, D, and then with the octave, the octave on the F sharp there, 9th fret, E, okay, octaves now, B, C, D, A, or 2, I can't talk frets, I only know notes, 2, 3, 5, 12, okay? All right, second time through the second chorus, the second guitar, I think that made sense. The first guitar goes back to do the usual C power chord, but the second guitar goes octaves on a G, so you're 5 and 8, G string, B string. Up to A. Up to B. Okay, that's the octave part there. After the second chorus, there's that breakdown part. I try to be someone else. Yeah, I can't sing. But anyway, that part. And I never would have learned it without this. Never would have got it properly without the isolated guitar, because there's keyboards going on there and there's bass happening, and the guitar part is sort of treble strings only. So it's really hard to hear. It's definitely there. Obviously, you hear it a lot, but there's a lot of other things going on. Okay, so you're only playing on the G, B, and E strings, the top 3 strings, and it goes something like this. Okay, so you're going to fret the D, 7th fret on the G strings. That kind of a sound, a feel with your right hand. Go down to B, 4th fret. And then you're going to be fretting basically an E minor triad, 9, 8, 7 on the G, B, E strings, but you're going to be dropping the B, that 8th fret down to the 7th. All right. Second time. Same feel with your right hand, but now we're D, or 7th fret up to 12, the G, and F sharp 11. Same thing here, but it's sort of a slightly different arrangement of notes. Slowly. Okay, third time. Okay, so D down to the B on 4, back up to the E on 9. Last time. Okay, so we got a D up to the G, so it's 12, 14, 16, and a little bit of a rhythm at the end. Now we're into that, oh, wow, back to the distorted guitar bridge pickup. Okay, so this one is, the parts are so good. Shannon's drumming, I love Shannon as a drummer. I think he's great. I reckon this album, I really appreciate, them changing their sound every album, but this album to me is killer. And the drums doubling, or the guitar doubling with the drums on this part, is amazing, and it's really fast. It's very hard to play. It's a C power chord with the octave, so you're up at the 10th fret, 10, 12, 13, okay? It's hard. I changed my pick specifically for this one. I use a smaller pick usually, and I went back to this guy just to try and play this. This one part made me do it. So anyway, that's that octave there. Beyond that, there's only one more part. Okay, one more part after that sort of snare thing that they've got going, and that is this. Did I use bridge pickup for that? Maybe I did. Anyway, you are G and B strings. So you're starting on the B, 12th fret, coming down to the 14 on the E. And then you're hitting 15 on the B, keeping 14 on the G string. So let those ring out. Okay, and then you're back into the chorus there. There's a couple of minor things coming out of the outro with the way they do octaves. So that's broadly all the guitar parts. Amazing song today. Give it a go. The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars. See you next time.